Well, I have a piece of furniture that just doesn't fit anymore. DIY expert Leigh Allaire is here with some innovative ways and some really cool ways. Like, I cannot believe what you've done with these pieces.
I brought in a
and you see so many of them on bulk days, drop-off days. People have them out to the curb and you think, oh, I could do so much with that.
Oh, I call the junk days in my neighborhood shopping days.
Yes.
It's like a curbside shopping. That's my favorite place to pick up some great finds. And even this piece right here, this dresser down in the front, I think we actually have a before of it. I found that one at a garage sale, and the ticket says $20. I haggled to $15, of course.
Because it had a few knobs missing.
The drawer didn't really work that well. It was missing a knob, but with just a little bit of elbow grease and some creativity, I was able to transform it, and I actually brought it home and made it into the side table for my son's bedroom. Because I always find nightstands are so tiny.
You can't get anything in them.
You can't. So a small dresser was perfect, and he's a big art fanatic, so I made it a little art station for him. And if you notice, the front, I sprayed all the drawers with Rust-Oleum's chalkboard paint, so he can actually use that as his means of creating some artwork on the front of the dresser.
Oh, very neat.
So simple. So when you're looking to upcycle a piece, really get inspired first. I'd seen a lot of chalkboard painted pieces on Pinterest.
Yes.
So I thought
Pinterest.
I know you can waste days on there.
So many hours on Pinterest. Yes.
So the key with tackling a project, once you get inspired, some people get a little shy with the actual work that's involved because it is a little bit of elbow grease. So I wanted to take you through some of the most important steps, because I always talk about this, and I've said it to you before, the preparation is 90% of the success of any project. So sanding is so important, and if you find a curbside piece, you definitely want to inspect it first, or even at Restore, and use a little bit of wood filler, tighten screws, fill any cracks, wood glue, put it in all of the places where you're putting in screws as well for extra bond, just to give it some stability. And then you want to look at sanding. So sanding the surface is so important, because not only do you want to get any surface that's off of there, any glossy surface, you want to prepare the wood, for example, with the dresser, to be able to take primer, for it to grip.
Right, because that dresser you had, if you'd have just started painting it, it would have just all soaked in and no finish at all.
Either that, or with more laminate type pieces of furniture, there would be no bond. You just basically scratch the paint right off. So that's where primer comes in to play. So I've talked before that Zinsser primer is one of my favorites, but I wanted to point out that it actually comes in a spray can as well. So for pieces that have more intricate detail, you can really get into all of the grooves on it, and it makes the job go so much faster. So much faster. And then I just love generally spraying with spray paint on furniture, because then you don't get brush marks and roller marks. And really my go-to is Painter's Touch. It's perfect for furniture and comes in various finishes of high gloss, satin, whatever look you kind of want to create. But there is a new product on the market. I know I gave you a little sneak peek of this.
Upcycling in a box. This is such a great idea. Because when you buy some of this stuff, sometimes you have to buy, you know, if you're not buying a spray can, but you're buying like a gallon of paint. What are you going to do with it after you're finished your chair or your dresser?
And usually it's in a higher gloss, so you don't really want to put a high gloss on a wall. So this is called Furniture Transformations. It retails for about $60, and I picked this up at Home Hardware. And it has everything you need to refinish a piece like a dresser, but so affordably, and it cuts down, not only is it inexpensive, it cuts down on the time you spend, because there's no stripping, no sanding, and no priming. It's got these secret ingredients with a full how-to right on the side of the box that takes you through each of the steps, and it will take you from outdated to wow and brand new, like fresh as new, for any furniture piece in your home.
And now on the box here, it's showing like a kitchen cupboard, but you can use it for anything.
Exactly, yeah. On the front there's a little dresser there. You can use it for basically anything. But I did want to share the one piece that I have up front.
This is awesome.
So I think we need to see the before to really appreciate the after. I was at the Restore and found these 3 chairs, an odd number, and I thought, what the heck could you do with this? So I decided to make a bench. So that's what we have in studio. And again, just a little bit of elbow grease and a tiny bit of ingenuity. And this piece is actually going to be up for auction to support Habitat for Humanity at the Toronto Fall Home Show, which is next weekend. So, and I'm actually going to be also
You're one of the designers, many designers in this
collective, an amazing collective of local designers who were each challenged to take $100 to Restore, given $100, buy something, and then reinvent it into something new. So this was my piece. And I am going to be speaking on stage next weekend. weekend about how to do exactly projects like this and basically freshen up your home for fall.
And keep this stuff out of landfills, right?
You know what?
That's the other huge thing.
And that's why I love supporting Habitat for Humanity. I really do. So this project, for me, I get involved every year. And I think it's great just to give viewers and people who attend the Fall Home Show just some inspiration of maybe how they can repurpose items in their own home or save things from the landfill.
Okay, Leanne, great ideas here. I'm inspired to look for garbage now. Okay, we're back with more Morning Live right after this, in a good way.